What's up, people? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Of course, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. It's been a wonderfully crazy weekend in the FA Cup. We've had some awesome games in the Premier League as well, and we're definitely going to try to get to all of it. Coventry City going to Wembley. Breaking hearts, breaking Wolves' hearts. What a game that one was. Late drama in the Chelsea match as well. Scraped past Leicester might be the way we'll put it.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Go with that. Let's see. Man City cruise. Newcastle didn't really offer much. And the big one, Manchester United with an absolute instant Premier League classic, FA Cup classic.
Yeah.
That will be remembered for many years to come. Defeat Liverpool. The quad is over. The Klopp retirement quad has been defeated. And we're here for it. We're definitely here for it. But let's go ahead and get the likes up on the video right out of the rip. Subscribe if you're new. Of course, we're on our way to 200 subscribers, 500, and then that magical 1,000. And if you're enjoying all the content, of course, get that little notification bell on as well. Only one place to start. I really wanted this to be a dump on United kind of segment, but it's not, as Manchester United dump. They do the dumping Liverpool out of the cup in incredible fashion.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. I mean,
What'd you think?
First off, man, I don't know about you, but it is cold enough for these scarves
tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got a sweatshirt on. I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
I don't have the sweatshirt on because I got the heat running, but man,
I got my gear, but I'm yeah.
But no, man, this was I Chelsea had just won, and I was like, do I really want to watch this? So I didn't watch the first part of it. And then I saw that United tied it at 2. And I was like, okay, I got to tune in now. And my man Ahmad, yeah.
You can say Diallo if you want. Ahmad Diallo. Diallo's on the back of his shirt.
Diallo. I mean, he just did a walk-off. Like, he should have just, I mean, how does it get bigger than that for United?
He did do a walk-off. He did the Messi celebration, held up his jersey, got their second yellow for taking his shirt off. Down the tunnel he goes. Yes, that's like the greatest mic drop of all time.
It was fantastic. Fantastic. So I got to propose a question to you. I've been thinking about this since yesterday, so there's not been a lot of thought to it. What with the basketball tournament, all that coming up too. Do you think that Ten Hag should stay at United as long as United commits to playing youth type talent? Because I don't think he's going to work well with established, older star talent. I don't think that's where he flourishes as a coach.
Ooh, well, with that being said on the end there, that's going to make my initial knee-jerk reaction seem pretty bleak as far as Ten Hag is concerned. First of all, I think that he's done regardless. But
I'm sure he is. I figure Ineos or whatever.
Yes.
They'll clean house.
Yeah, I think so as well. But as far as what Ten Hag's doing there right here, right now, I don't think he should stay. I don't think he should stick with the youth because he'll ruin them, honestly, because they're not playing Ajax football. He may have exhibited, skills and or progress with bringing youth players through at Ajax, but they're not playing the same. He's already said they're not ever going to play the same. I mean, maybe if these young players that are coming through can get them to playing that way, but I think he'll just ruin them. It's like why it's probably good that Kobe Mainoo didn't make this England squad because Southgate will just ruin him. So no, To answer your question, I don't think he should stay, but I don't see any way he is going to stay. But if he does, I think it's a shambles because I agree. I don't think he works great with the superstars either, as we see, the Sancho thing, the Rashford situations, the Ronaldo situation when he first got there. So yeah, man,
But he's doing something with the younger guys. I don't know if it's because he can still get through to them, because he's used to coaching that youth. Because I mean, Ajax, while they do buy players, it's all about that youth program. Like, you come through the academy, you work your way up to the first team, and I feel like some of that is still in play at United, not to the level of Ajax by any means whatsoever. But I think he gets through to them because they don't know any better compared to, say, Rashford. I mean, he's played for Mourinho, Solskjaer,
Ragnick,
Ralph
Ragnick.
Ragnick. I mean, you name the list. He's played for a bunch of them. So he's like, yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about. So screw you. I'll do my own thing. Sancho, he played.
Who was that? Who was at Dortmund when the first time?
I don't remember.
It wasn't TT, was it?
No, it wasn't. Maybe. Hold on, let me look.
It sounds about right. Sounds about maybe Tuchel was at Paris at the time.
He may have been. Let's see. He's 23 now.
Yeah. But while you're looking that up, let me add a bit of a cynical view to it. I think that the youth players are still on the, I need to fight for minutes. The Amad Diallos and the Kobe Mainus. I need to fight for minutes. I need to, continue to put in good performance because I haven't really made it yet. Yes, right. I'm at Manchester United, but I'm kind of on the fringes. Kobe Mainu, not necessarily, he's, week in and week out, been their best midfielder. So he's definitely stepping up. I think that some of the older players, they've already made it, already got lots of money. Rashford has a massive contract. Fernandez had a number of contracts already, so he's already built up. You know what I'm saying? Like the kids haven't built up any money. They don't have a bankroll yet. Kobe Mainu is 18 years old. And so they're still working to get mega contracts. Yeah. Whereas Rashford is on $350 a week, whatever he's on a week.
I think it's $375. It's something crazy.
And so if he wants to work, if he doesn't like the coach, he ain't worried that, oh, well, my next contract might not be great. No, he's set.
Right.
So I think there's a bit of that going. I honestly don't think that Ten Hag is really getting through to them at all. I think they're going out there and doing what they do. They're not as jaded yet, right?
Sure.
And they're saving his butt, really.
Oh, most definitely. TT was not there. It was Favre and Boz and Stuger.
Yeah, because I've heard of those guys.
I know, right? But yeah, no, he wasn't there. I think he left. The year prior, actually. But no, I was just thinking about this weekend. It's like, why are the youth the ones that are producing under him? And he's got all these problems with the older players because he came from a club that was all about youth. So he can get through to the youth because he's used to managing and talking to the youth. I was thinking about it in the sense of the Chelsea project. Like, I don't know if you've read all the storylines that are coming out from that one, and we'll get deeper into it. But it seems like the younger players like Pochettino. There's a reason for it. I can't figure it out. I have an idea, and we'll discuss that later on in the show. But just something to throw at you. But getting back to the game, like I mean, I thought Old Trafford was going to fall down, and not because it's falling apart. Like,
I mean, that was their best. For me, that was their best performance of the season.
Easily.
I thought the first 40 minutes was all United, and I was a little sour about it. I even texted Yeldarb, old Bradley, and was like, "Hey man, United are having their best game of the season." And he texted me back a picture of a girls, like a U9 girls game, and he's like, "I'm watching a real game." He was like, "There, it's like his daughter or something." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, fair enough." But yeah, I think that for the first 40 minutes, I was surprised. United were battling for territory. They were possessing the ball.
It was weird.
Which is weird. I haven't seen them do that in a while. But then after Poole's first goal, I mean, they didn't wake up until the 80th minute after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think Liverpool were complacent? I definitely think they were very complacent.
Yeah, I do.
Almost to the point of arrogance, which
I
is
would agree.
Crazy.
Which is crazy because the lineup was pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like it's a quarterfinal. It's the FA Cup. You shouldn't have to like get up. The occasion should get you up for it. Yeah, like it's your arch rivals. It's a chance to humiliate them on their ground. That's what everyone expects to happen. So they should be the ones that are like, kind of shaky. But United come out full of confidence.
Yeah, I was a little shocked. I thought that this would be one of those 4-1 Liverpool kind of performances, especially when I saw the lineups. I thought that they would just try to end it early, and they didn't even seem like they were there until later in the game, anyways. And it was just weird. Like it was not a Klopp managed team, or performance, I guess you would say. So yeah, I was shocked, and I think his comments after the match show a little bit of frustration.
Show a lot of bit of frustration.
Yeah, like it was like he expected more, and he couldn't figure out why the team performed the way they did.
He still shouldn't have, said what he said and stolen dude's microphone and ran away.
Well, supposedly the guy came out and said it was all good. There was nothing about, his physique and just
I know that
right mind or something to that extent.
But still, like what he asked him was, where was the intensity? There was a clear lack of intensity. Well, why can't Klopp answer that? Why couldn't he at least bullshit his way through it, or waffle his way through it with something? Instead he flips.
He flips, exactly. I wonder, do you think that? And I'm not saying physical fatigue. Do you think there is Klopp fatigue within the team at this point? In the sense of we've got to perform every single day because this is the last this is the last this. Is there some fatigue in the team to where it's like, all right, our main focus is going to be, Europa and league. And they're like, well, what happens in the FA Cup happens in the FA Cup.
I definitely think that's what it felt like from fans on YouTube before, content creators on YouTube before the game. I definitely felt that was the approach was like, It was a little broing, is what it felt like. They were
Yeah.
just like, oh, we'll smash United because we're all that, and they're not. They're not that this season. And that's where I kind of thought there was complacency, there was arrogance. That second half, they controlled the ball, which, and didn't attack as much as they normally do with as much urgency and intensity, which was weird. And it was always in the back of my mind, like, okay, Liverpool are completely dominating this second half. 100%. It's almost boring, but they're not putting chances away.
Yeah.
It's like for about 40 minutes in that second half, everyone forgot that this was like an intense knockout quarterfinal matchup of two heated rivals, and it was very, flaccid for a while.
Yeah.
And then the fidget spinner himself,
out of nowhere,
the $90 million fidget spinner, just what? Left back is his new position. We finally found Anthony's position, and it's left back.
Left back. Did you? I don't know if it was sent in the chat or not, but the response by him when Ten Hag told him he was going to play left back.
No.
Oh, he looked so mad. Like Rashford just told him to chill out pretty much and just get on with it.
That's awesome.
So mad.
Well, let's look at the formation for United that ended the game. And I want to ask you this because I'm hearing a ton of Man United fans online, and you know how Manchester United fans are. Oh, we played so good. Ten Hag's substitutions were just perfect. He got it spot on. We absolutely killed him in the overtime. We were the better team. Let's back that up. Let's back that up and really take a look at the end of this game.
Mm-hmm.
There were two defenders on the field for Man United at the end of the game. Harry Maguire and Diogo Dalot.
I thought Maguire was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Maguire had a decent game for sure. They were playing like a 2 and everyone else go forward. Kind of. It was like a 2, and then there was Eriksen kind of floating, and then Bruno was playing center back and center forward, and then Anthony was him, and then on the other it was Diallo and then on the other side it was, and then what in the world did I see at the end of the? Okay, yes, the heart and the passion and the magic of the FA Cup got it over the line, but that was the most desperate throw literally anything I have onto the field. Let's just throwing tons of junk at it. Just whatever I have on the bench here, I'm going to toss it all on the field. We'll do whatever we got to do. We'll take off defenders. We got fidget spinners playing left back. Bruno Fernandes is playing center back. Like, what in the what? How do you even what? I mean, there was no formation, there was no plan, there was no style, there was nothing. It was just do what you gotta do.
Well, I mean, you have to wonder if he did not feel comfortable whatsoever going into a penalty shootout. I
think Ten Hag was along for the ride, man.
I
think Ten Hag just strapped his seatbelt in and was just along for the ride. Here, let's throw all we can, all of our attackers on the field, and what happens is going to happen.
Exactly. No, I agree with that completely. He was off, wasn't he? Oh, I'm watching the highlights just so that I can see.
Yeah, no, it was.
Soul get it. Then of course him playing left back. No, he was on. No, I think that you get to a point as a manager, you either say, okay, we're going to go for this in this last 15, 20 minutes, whatever it might be when you're making your subs. Or you're like, you know what, we feel confident in our PKs that we'll just see it out. Let's make sure we got the right guys on. And I feel like, not to start Chelsea segment because I'm not, I feel like I saw that on Sunday for Chelsea as well. I feel like he just wasn't confident. I mean, he really wasn't. He's like, you know what? We're going to go down. We're going to go down swinging. Sort of like Ange. Hey, this is who we are. We're going to play a high line even if we got 8 players on the pitch. I just think that he said, screw it.
Yeah, man.
Everything else hasn't worked, so let's see if this does,
I also want to point out that I think it's good that Liverpool's we'll get over the line somehow approach that we've seen in recent games has finally been punished.
Yeah.
And this for me was a very typical, except for the first 40 minutes from United, which they were atypically good. The rest of the game was very typical of the form of both of these teams. Liverpool kind of nonchalantly, we'll show up and win. And United are like, well, we're here. We'll see what we can do today. That's what it felt like. And I think that the fact that United got it over the line was all up to the things that I said wouldn't even get them over the line. In the end, it's a derby. It's our hated rivals. It's all those intangibles that got them over the line. And in the end, a new hero, a new legend begins, steps up. Amad Diallo, got to shout him out, of course. 18 years old, I believe. Calm, cool finish. That's not the first time he's come on and done well for them this season either. And I think a lot of United fans are, baying for him to get more time.
Yeah. Also, how about the miss by Rashford right before the end of the regulation?
He better thank his lucky stars that he got the equalizer.
Yeah.
Because that was an awful miss.
You're paying $350, $375 a week. That should be.
He and Sterling were reading from the same hymn sheet on that one.
Ooh. Don't even.
Oh, we'll get there. We're gonna put Sterling in the pan with some butter and cook him up real nice.
He's getting cooked tonight
for sure. But yeah, man, Rashford. I thought I was gonna get to be able to bash him, but he came on and he come back and got the equalizer in the end. And then of course Diallo with the winner. You gotta love taking the red card right down the tunnel. Thank you very much. What if he never plays another game for United?
That's how you could end a whole career. Like that.
This is a United legend. He beat Liverpool in the cup, got the red, walked down the tunnel. We never saw him again.
Funny thing is he hit the goal that Rashford couldn't.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Man United get Coventry City in the semifinal. Coventry themselves played out a thriller as well.
Haji Wright from the USA with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's another story that if he hadn't have gotten the winner, we would have been able to absolutely lambast him because he was not great.
Probably
until the very end of the game. Like for 75 minutes, he was just not even in it at all. And pops up at the end when it matters, looking like a completely different player than he'd looked like in front of goal for the whole game. Just with a coolly slides to the left, places it. Nice curve, too. Just thank you very much. Easy as you like. We're through to this. Dude, I watched this game too, man. And as you know, DraftKings has become legal here in North Carolina, and I may or may not have, had a bit of a wager that was ruined by the complacency and arrogance yet again from the Premier League club. Wolverhampton at home, the wandering wolves who wander and are wanderers.
The one thing I've noticed about the Premier League, and I don't think I'm speaking out of bounds when I say this, there's a lot of talent. There's no question about it. But it's way too inconsistent. And I think some of it is the talent that they face week in and week out. But when you're playing these lower teams, and of course, cup magic, all that, right? There should be, at this point specifically, when you're talking about quarterfinals against semifinals in Wembley and whatnot, there should be consistency from the bigger clubs. I'm happy that Coventry got in and are going to Wembley. That's freaking awesome for them. But Wolves have to think that they blew an amazing opportunity to potentially win an FA Cup, because let's be honest, they've competed with City, competed with Chelsea. I think they've competed with Liverpool, if I remember right, which they didn't have to play Liverpool. And we know they've beaten United. They beat United, didn't they?
I think the return fixture they won at Old Trafford, they were robbed when Onana punched Homie in the face.
That's right.
First game of the season.
This was one of those things where, as a club, they're going to have to sit there and say, we blew it. Like, we had a legitimate chance at an FA Cup, and we blew it. And again, props to Coventry City, but
no, you've hit it spot on. If you go back and watch that game, Wolves blew it, man, because Coventry weren't finishing their dinner. They were creating chance after chance because Wolves were just not in it.
Yeah.
Just not at it, man. They were second to all the 50-50s, weren't, battling hard for the 50-50 balls. They didn't expect Coventry to come, as strong as they did. And it was 1-0 Coventry at halftime. Could have been 3.
Yeah.
Like, Wolves could have got absolutely pumped, embarrassed, and been embarrassed.
I saw the one that hit the post, and then the one that had a really, really good save on it. Or it really could have been 3.
It was 1. It was 1-0 in the the 80th.
Yeah,
it was 1-0 Coventry in the 80th or something. Wolves decided to wake up for a 1-2 punch, and then they went right back to sleep. Right back to sleep. 2 goals in stoppage time. Just shore it up, man. You literally have to. You have 8 minutes to see it out. Your Premier League team at home. Yeah, this one was bad. They should not have lost. And credit goes to Coventry City, of course, and good old Haji Wright. They're going to Wembley. Huge for them. Probably some of their first, might be their last time there, of course, unless they beat United. Because they have
the balls were not warm. They were perfectly okay. There was no fixing of matchups.
I bet, and because something tells me you may feel like Chelsea may have got the wrong end of the stick here in that draw.
Yes, no. I mean, we got what was it, Leicester and
that's fair. That's fair. You played it was not Ipswich, it was Leeds United.
Yeah. So we had Leeds, we had Leicester. I fully expected it. What I was really expecting was, one, United not to advance, and us to get Liverpool.
Nightmare settings.
For some reason, somebody at Wembley hates us. Make us play Liverpool all the time there now.
Hey, guess what? You're not playing Liverpool. Oh.
Playing City. Yeah.
X, perfect timing, my friend.
Hello, sir.
Perfect timing. He can't hear me.
Hello.
Perfect timing, sir.
I can hear you now.
We've just started talking about how much we love Pochettino.
Stop.
Can you hear us?
Hand him out.
Turn you up a little bit. Yeah.
Turn me up a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we can definitely hear you. But yeah, we were waxing lyrical about how awesome it is that Chelsea get to play Liverpool at Wembley every time you go. And this time you don't have to.
We just only have to play Man
It's
City.
just Man City. It's just Man City.
Going for their
Thank
own
God.
another treble.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
my
just Man
goodness.
City.
Yeah, well, tell me about the game. It wasn't great, but you got over the line. Who wants to lambast? My favorite word for the day, Sterling. Who wants to go ahead and dunk on him for a minute?
So,
You're gonna go.
I can if
Bro.
you want.
don't I spent all weekend arguing about this, everybody. Bro, I don't understand how
He's
on
broken.
300,000 plus a week. A week.
Sterling is broken.
Bro. Like, I just don't. Why would you let him take the PK? That's 100% on Palmer. 100%.
I heard I saw that and heard a bunch about how he was like walking next to Cole Palmer had the ball and he was walking next to him like, bro, let me take it, man. Come on, let me take it. You know you want. Come on. Like he convinced him.
Of course it was. Of course.
Y'all remember when Enzo had to tell him no?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Palmer definitely should have told him no.
I will say, I
and then the
think
free kick as well. Then he did it again on the free kick.
Beautiful.
I think, and this, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think the team respects him a lot more than we think and sees him as like a senior type player. So, you know, they want to give him his chances as much as they can because he's the guy right now. Even though he shouldn't be, it should be Palmer. He's been involved in 30 either a goal or an assist this season. So he's been incredible for us. But
Yeah.
I do think there's a lot of respect within the team. Carney came out today and was talking about like that's big bro, and the fans don't realize what he does for the players and the club itself. And
Carney's been drinking from Pacha's Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They all have, man. Oh my gosh. It was embarrassing. The game was just embarrassing. We up?
So X, tell me this. Tell me about this one. Sterling gets booed when he comes off, rightly so. And then Pochettino, your boy, in the presser, telling the Chelsea fans, what was it he said this time? That they should support the team. They should support the team apparently no matter what. Was that the last one? No, I can't.
He said something about supporting the team, that this is a project and there are good parts and bad parts to a project, but there's been
Raheem's not a project, man.
Focused on last year and this, that, and the other, and it's like,
nah, man, Raheem's past a project.
Well, I mean, the thing is he keeps bringing up last year, and I get he has this idea that fans are mad about last year, which they are. I'm not saying they're not, because it was ridiculous, but we expected to be better. We didn't expect to be 11th in the Premier League.
That's where I'm at with it.
Not only too much money spent to it, but there were signings made for him, that he wanted. it's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I've just kind of come to the realization nothing's going to change right now, win or lose, falling apart, whatever it might be. If something's going to change, it will be probably first week in June. So I'm just kind of living with it, and just hoping that the boys pull it off. I thought that some players had absolute shockers. Of course, Sassy, of course, Sterling. But then some players played fantastic. I know that he got shook on the goal, but I thought Gusto was fantastic. Caicedo was really good. Of course, Palmer was Palmer. I also thought that Mudryk was really good.
Mudryk played well.
I
thought Mudryk played well.
And then he gets taken
in that 10 role, in that 10 role. Okay, so I got this one here. Pochettino says that we want to create better and offer better. I cannot lie. I hope next game our fans be always in condition in behind the team because we are representing Chelsea and the players also, they want to give the best for the club and for the fans. Because I think the player cannot play badly, but I think we're in a process. There's that process that we want to make happy our fans, and we're going to try to hope. It's the same every single time. Mm-hmm. It's the same every single time. So I think where he's delusional is that you got to do something that makes the fans happy for them to, be happy about your process that you keep coming up with. Are you guys happy about the process? Or is Podge delusional?
No.
I mean, there are parts of it that I enjoy. Like I said, play the freaking kids. I know that's funny because we are playing kids, but Carney needs to play more. If Madueke can actually do that consistently, he needs to play a lot more.
Hell of a goal.
Mudryk needs to play more. Like, there are players on this team that if you let them play together consistently, this might turn into a decent side.
Hey, Chukwameka is my favorite player now. My favorite Chelsea player.
I love Carney. Carney's fantastic.
Yeah. The back heel from Palmer on that goal, though, to set him up.
Oh, it was nasty.
My gosh, dude.
Oh, it was nasty.
Palmer has leaps and bounds your best player ahead of like all of them combined.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Killing it.
Yep.
Incredible. He's had he's been part of 30 goals or assists this year. And he's the first player to do that since Eden Hazard.
Really? That's what's up.
Yeah. So I mean it's there's a lot to be excited about, Palmer, and again, if Madueke can do that, Madueke and Carney and
I thought Gusto was decent again.
Who?
Malo Gusto.
Oh, he was. Yes. Yeah, I thought he was good. Gusto. He gave up that goal, but I thought he was. I thought he was pretty good.
You got to give it to dude on that goal though.
Yeah,
that was a hell of a goal.
Academy player, you know that, right?
Who was it?
Yes.
Maddie? No.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. I can't pronounce his name either, but yeah, I remember who you're talking about. That was a hell of a goal though, man.
It was. Like, I wasn't mad. I mean, I was mad because, it tied the match, but I wasn't mad about the goal. I was more mad about how it all transpired.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The way it was a 1-2.
Yeah. I don't know what happened on the Sassy thing. Like,
bro, Axel disaster strikes again. Yeah, I don't
get a goal some way, somehow, whether it's a goal or everyone get a draw,
Oh no. I mean, he just wanted it to be a more dramatic victory. That's all it was. He's like, look, guys, We got to keep this narrative going. We really are superstars. We really are awesome. But instead of, scoring 4 goals and winning easy, we got to make it, tough. We got to make the fans. We got to make the fans happy.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the thing
It'll make us happy
is,
getting back into Europe.
yeah.
What were you happy about Disasi's stunner? X.
He hit it clean.
I'm so
He
mean.
hit it clean.
I'm so
Man,
mean.
hit that clean.
Tell me how much you're loving Robert
The
Sanchez.
best goal he's probably ever. If Fox in the.
Fox in our own box at this point.
For the City game.
Where was Robert? I mean, I get Robert Sanchez was like off to the side for a pass, but bro, like
the box.
Disasi
Yeah.
is like 50 yards away from you, and the ball's on the other side of the field.
Yeah, he was wanting to play a crossfield pass.
He just hit it. So,
and it's like,
Yeah.
well, he wasn't even trying to play that.
smacked
He was
that
playing
ball,
it back to him. But, I mean, Sanchez is outside of the box, central.
Yo, Sanchez had a howler.
Oh, he was
Absolute
Dude,
shocker, man.
When he dove for that one ball, they had no chance at. I was like, get him
off. Get him off.
Get him off.
So that pretty much solves y'all any doubt there was. If there was any doubt, there is no more. Petrovic is the number 1.
He's the number 1 for now. I think we find somebody this summer to actually be the number 1. And he becomes the number 2.
Sure.
But I think there's some good qualities there. I also think he needs to grow a little bit. I mean, he's 21.
You definitely bench Sanchez for the semi, right?
Yeah, probably.
He's played all the cup games
Yeah.
up until now.
Yeah, probably. You would ban.
Sorry,
bitch.
bud. Guess what?
He was disgusting in that game though.
He was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that drives me crazy. Like, the issues now, like, I thought Connor was terrible in this game for us. I thought he was horrible. The issues now are the experienced players making mistakes. It's not the kids. It's not, would I hate if Mykhailo Mudryk did what Sterling did? Yeah, but I'm going to give him a little leniency.
Yeah.
Sterling has no business missing a PK.
It's a terrible penalty.
The one-on-one. All you have to do on the one-on-one is literally, bro, it's the easiest. I've taught this in 5th grade. 5th grade, Sterling. You just dink it. Or pick a side. You just dink it.
How does he get paid?
He's out of his box. Just dink it over the top.
Look,
Yo, I
Potch.
see what Mason Mount. Y'all all want to make fun of me. Y'all all want to make fun of me. Y'all all want to talk about it. I see why Mason Mount was raising absolute hell where that man making $300K a week and he couldn't get paid. That's what happens in practice. If that's what happens in practice and that's what happens in the game, I'm upset for everyone else on the field.
Hey, Todd.
On the payroll. It's ridiculous.
Todd,
I hate Raheem Sterling so much.
I can shoot the ball into row Z9. I can miss breakaways and have horrible
hit the
penalties.
Cottage. He hit the Cottage on that one. There's no way it's staying in the stadium. No way.
No, it's now resting. It's now resting next to Lautaro Martinez's penalty on the moon. That free kick is there on the moon with.
Look, but seriously,
the moon
I
now
saw
has
a behind
2
angle
side
from it,
moons
and
orbiting.
I saw what he was trying to do, but a player of his caliber, and I give him props because he's played for a while and he's been in the Premier League and he's played for the national team and all that, has no business missing that poorly. No business whatsoever.
None.
Like, it should be either an easy save or a goal. That's all it should be. It should not be.
You have to try to hit it that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah.
That's the Sunday Rec League hit when you have 3 minutes left and you only have one ball that the ref checked and they need to go get that one. That's the kick to waste 5 minutes of everyone's time trying to go hoof it out of the woods. That's the one he did.
I love it. I love
it. You would, X.
I love it.
Oh, man. But, Yeah, I thought that once again, what does Poch say at halftime?
Dude,
What
it
is
has to be an absolute
because
I
this
don't
is
get it.
once again, this is
He
like
has to play Barney. He puts Barney on the TV. That's what he does. He puts Barney on the TV. I love you. You love me. We're a big happy family, and we absolutely go back out there and get smacked.
he's probably going, look, guys,
That's what he does.
I'm gonna get an espresso and a pretzel. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, I'll be right back. You guys,
Sterling gets up and
whatever.
says, "I'm starting next game anyway, so don't stress."
Yeah.
So no, seriously. So there's no change in tactics out of halftime if we're ahead. None. So what you let the halftime, the opposing manager do is oh, well, this is what they did to us in the first half. Let's counter it this way. And so they come out and they counter it completely, and then Pochettino doesn't have ability to really fix it. Like, he needs to think ahead.
Yep.
And I get tinkering and all that, but you should be able to, for the most part, assume that a Premier League manager is going to a Premier League manager is always going to counter what was working, for you in the first half going into the second half. So you should be able to say, okay, this is what they're going to do. This is what we need to do as a result. That would be a good manager. And that's where I get frustrated with him because, he may set us up well to begin with, but it all starts to fall apart once a manager figures out what's going on. I think Arteta's a perfect example of it. We were fantastic in the first half against Arsenal, but we get to the second half and it's a totally different setup. Yep. Possession was tilted towards Arsenal in the first half. Second half, we never got the ball back. So what was working for us no longer worked. And so what Arteta did in that situation was, okay, we're going to move these two pieces and we're going to create this space. And of course, Sanchez gives, Rice an absolute, gift. But we're going to
Y'all are generous. You do give gifts out.
Generous. We like, I feel like we destroyed teams so much during our glory years that we're apologizing for it now. Hey, let me give you a goal.
It's the charity tour.
It's the charity tour. Exactly. But no, that's
it's the Romans gone. Heads off the dragon, kick them while they're down. They're soft as ice cream on a 76.
I like that better.
My God.
I like that better.
Yeah, we're just soft.
The heads off the dragon, kick them while they're down. I like this narrative a lot better. Let's kick them while they're down. I like that.
I'm telling you, charity tour.
That's all it is.
Charity
That's all it is. I would do the same. I would do the same exact thing. I would do the same exact thing to us.
Leicester tried, man. Leicester tried. The great value, David Luiz.
For them, Southgate needs to look at him.
He was terrible last season, man. He was awful last season. Like, they all were awful last season.
Yeah, well, yeah, Leicester in general was terrible.
But Dewsbury Hall was. He's been at Leicester for a long time, man. For a number of seasons, and he's all right, but I mean, he didn't even start all of last season. I'm just not impressed. I thought he had a decent game out there on the left, got some good crosses in, but I don't know about the problem with Southgate is you just never know. Like, he could pick anyone. Henderson is still going to be the captain of England. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all are toast. England is.
Tell you, we're going to see.
Just wasting another generation of talent. Just letting it rot. Southgate is terrible.
Jude Bellingham a super sub.
Oh my God, bro. Next thing we know, Jude Bellingham's playing in the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna make Jude Bellingham a super sub. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, no, it's
But
not.
yeah, he'll go Madison, Rice, and Henderson.
Oh,
No.
oh no! That is what? Bellingham will play left back.
No, he'll be a super sub. He'll come in for Madison.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That is disgusting. Why would you even suggest something like that? That's awful.
Because it's Southgate. It's Southgate.
Oh my
You know he's gonna
god.
do something stupid.
Yeah, man. But
He's probably not as bad as Berhalter, but
no,
that's
there's no
really
way.
not some company.
They're both equally bad. They drew 1-1, remember?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Chelsea going back to Wembley, crazily enough, a chance at redemption. Personally, I don't see you getting past City, but you can at least go to Wembley and play with some pride.
Can't get a draw on this one, unfortunately.
No, hopefully you don't play for pins again.
And that's the championship. That's the championship game, man. That's the championship game. Whoever wins that wins this FA.
Okay, maybe, but United, man, United. After that crazy game, bro, they might be, it might be their year,
Stop it.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Bro, if they go out to Coventry, it's gonna be epic.
Oh, it would be the most United thing ever.
That'd be the greatest thing ever. An epic comeback victory versus their arch rivals in overtime, just to shit the bed versus Coventry at Wembley.
Haji right, man.
Yes.
I'll be like,
yes.
hey, it's Scott.
We get to see.
Hey, Coventry do wear Manchester City blue. Just saying. Coventry are the Sky Blues.
Just elevates them.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Them up.
Yeah, absolutely. But anything else on this game before we move on?
Just glad we found a way to win late.
I'm glad it's over.
I thought
glad it's over.
Glad it's over, yeah.
Glad we don't have to watch Chelsea for 2 weeks.
I really thought that he was playing for.
Yes.
Like I didn't understand taking Cuckoo off. I thought Cuckoo was fantastic.
Yes. He actually marked the back post a couple of times.
He marked it 3 times. 3.
That's new.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, he marked it 3 times.
That's new. Someone's doing it.
Somebody's doing it. And that's why I was concerned when he brought on Chilwell, because Chilwell does not mark the back post at all. And that was clearly part of Leicester's game plan, was to, hoof it to the back post and see what happens. And then, of course, with Sanchez in goal, he's going to try.
Why not?
Right?
He's going to try to go grab something that's like 10 feet over his head and be completely out of position.
Some of those crosses he came out for.
Like, bro, that's like 5 feet. Or that's actually probably about 10 feet in front of him. Like, you're not getting to it, man.
No.
You're not coming close. But Cuckoo cleaned that one up. Or that could have been a goal. It really could have been a goal.
He was in no man's land. It was
He was. I'm glad we're through. I was really concerned that he was starting to play for pins or playing for extra time to go to pins the way he was making subs. Luckily, Carney is really good. It felt like that goal made the whole stadium relax for obvious reasons. And then Madueke, like, man, cherry on top, beautiful.
Ice beam. Hell of a goal. Hell of a goal for sure.
We have something to build upon. I don't know who we have next in the league, but sure, it's not a good matchup for us. I think it's you, isn't it?
No. That'll get rescheduled. That'll get rescheduled.
That was supposed to be this past weekend. That's right.
It'll get rescheduled for sure.
I thought it was Spurs.
I'm looking at it.
We got to get that one rescheduled too.
Let's see. I've got it here. You play
God, it was Spurs.
Burnley at the Bridge.
Okay. We'll take it.
I'll take that.
That's winnable.
We got
I'll take that.
wow.
Yeah.
So we have Burnley, United. We go to Sheffield and then Everton.
That's not a bad run.
No.
That's not a bad run at all. You could run up some goal difference versus Sheffield. Speaking of giving out gifts, good grief. They're handing out gifts to everybody they play. So, yeah. And Burnley, I mean, you'd think you should be able to handle, Burnley at home. So, yeah, might be able to build a little bit of momentum going into that
They probably
semifinal.
won't be able to play Fofana against us.
They will
I
not.
don't think. Yeah.
And he's been their best player of late. So
He has.
you might be able to get a little bit of momentum, going into that semi, going back to
Nice.
Wembley. But yeah, your opponents at Wembley, once again, as we know, cruise over Newcastle, who, like most teams that go to the empty head, decided not to challenge them. Decided that, you know what? We don't want the FA Cup anyway. Man
Too many
City are
injuries. Too many
champions.
injuries.
We got too many injuries. Yeah, man, there's not even much to say on this one. I was hoping Lewis would join us beforehand, but I haven't heard from him, so we'll go ahead and get into it. I mean, second gear. Newcastle didn't even challenge, man. I was kind of upset. I mean, I had City to win, but make it difficult, do something. Newcastle have fallen off a cliff, man. 2 deflected goals, Bernardo Silva.
They lost to us a week ago, so they might have to come on up from cliff.
Yeah, man. It was the first time we've seen Kovacic without Mateus Nunes. And I thought Kova had a good game.
Yeah.
I thought he allowed Rodri at points to move forward farther than you normally see Rodri, and you could see that Kova was sitting at times, which is probably what Pep thought he would be able to do for them in the first place. But I don't think Kova's necessarily been like, his Chelsea prime, his Real Madrid days for City so far, but didn't really have to be. A couple of deflected goals. I mean, Haaland once again was. Well, he was in it. He wasn't really there, but I mean, he was definitely in it. But I don't know. I think this was. I'm trying to make a whole. I'm trying to make something of it because it's like, man, Newcastle didn't even hardly show up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching the highlights right now, and they're not even like pressing them. It's just
Too much space.
Way too much space.
These are the champions. This is you can't give City any space.
No.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. And City just walk right on into the semifinal. No problem. They'll get another crack at you guys.
Yay.
This season. Oh man, got to rest KDB.
Jeez.
Got to rest KDB. He didn't even play, and they just absolutely cruised, no problem. Even without him. I thought Foden was good.
Glancing header by Botman.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, indeedy. But yeah, there was no jeopardy in this one. They scored early. The first one was early. In fact, I think it was 2-0 at halftime.
Yeah, it looks like it. That was a nice take by. It was either. What's that? Isak? I think Isak Isak. He had a nice little shot on goal, but.
Yeah, that's like the only one, though.
It just. Oh.
It was not great. It was not a
You
great
just-
performance.
Like, you would want to test Ortega. I think Ortega is a really good second keep.
It's fantastic.
But you would want to at least test him.
Something. Yeah, I mean, it just goes back to okay. In Newcastle's case, they are devastated with injury. They've obviously had to play a lot more games than they're used to this season. Gave it all in the Champions League, and that's just kind of been a hangover from that. They've definitely been spiraling downwards, but and it's the champions, and it's always going to be an uphill climb, a tough game, but you gotta show something, man.
It's the quarterfinals of the cup. Like,
They're checked out. I think they're on the beach.
they
Just
have to be.
get me done with this season where I'm
They've
over
already
it.
got their 40, so they're good.
Yeah, I'm over it. We're languishing in 10th or whatever. They're way off the European spots. Like it's
They're in 10th and not even trying.
it's gone way bad. And as much as I don't want, I'm happy that Liverpool aren't going to win the quad and aren't going to, win. That's another trophy they won't win. It's like, I also don't want City to do a back-to-back treble, because as much as we talk about the four-peat being unprecedented and unrepeatable, we've never seen a back-to-back treble. I don't think that's ever
I don't think
happened.
so. No, I would have
I'm not
thought
sure if
maybe-
that's ever happened, ever. I can look
I
this
thought
up.
maybe Juve might have done it, but I'm not sure. Hold on, let's see. Has anyone
Yeah, I got you right here.
had a back-to-back treble? Auckland City.
Wow. Nope, it's never happened.
Hold on. Oh, okay. So,
Players
I don't
have done it
think so.
before, but teams have not.
Samuel Eto'o did the back-to-back treble.
Yeah. For
Um,
Inter and Barca, but a team has never done it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking now at the clubs. 66, 67, clubs. 71, 72, 87. Yeah, that'd be unprecedented.
Yep. So
I'm
I definitely
surprised
don't want to
these
see that.
Barcelona teams haven't done it.
Yeah, so I definitely don't want to see that at all, So I would expect teams to be coming from Man City in the cup, and they did. Newcastle just weren't at it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to say that City didn't even have to be scintillating. They didn't even have to be get into their gear. They didn't hardly had to break a sweat.
No.
So
At one point, it looked like they were walking around.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not gonna see, that's what we learned in last season when City went to Leicester, and Leicester never tried to win. They just, they never tried to do anything against City. City will walk around if you let them. They got plenty of games to play. They're fine with resting. They've got the 2-0 lead. They will pass you to death if you don't try to get the ball from them. There was a moment where Rodri and Ruben Diaz were literally just nobody came to press them, and so they're just all right. We'll sit here and pat. This is a nice passing drill we're doing here.
It was a training session.
Yeah, man, and so I really, really hope you guys do more. It won't be hard. It won't be hard to do more.
We will.
Yeah.
I have no question. I have no concerns about that. I just and am I crazy for thinking this? But Wembley's just a bigger pitch, isn't it?
Wembley is massive. It's one of the biggest pitches in the world.
And I feel like that plays as a disadvantage for us. The more we get spaced out, the more we're in trouble.
Yeah.
So I don't like that, especially since we had to take on the Blitzkrieg there for a while.
Here we go.
Last time out against them, I don't like that one bit.
Yeah. No, but I guarantee you will do better than Newcastle did. But of course, there was also Premier League action this weekend, and there's only one place to start when it comes to the Premier League action. Sad day over at Craven Cottage.
Yeah.
The Spurs Spurs baby. Oh man. Ooh, Spursing all over the joint.
Listen, I think that Timo has the miss of the season. No question.
I mean, was Holland's worse?
Maybe because Holland's standard is so high. Timo's standard is in the basement.
They're about the same miss, though. Like,
but dude,
Holland redeemed himself by scoring probably like two shots later.
Like Holland has scored 70 goals in almost 2 seasons. No, Timo, we're not worried about it. Timo's had more time in the Premier League, has not even gotten close. So Holland gets some grace.
Lukaku would be proud.
Yeah, prime Lukaku would be absolutely standing ovation at this miss from Timo.
Open net. It's worse than the Torres. It's worse than the Torres miss, bro.
It's bad.
Oh yeah, easily.
Bad.
Easily.
I don't know what to say. Like, do we expect more from Timo, or is this like
I mean, hey, just keep starting him.
Yeah, good on you, Spurs.
Good on you,
know
Spurs.
that Instagram I send you of the
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not the which one?
The moments in soccer where they cut to right before the moment ends, like the finish of it.
Maybe that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
But they had a compilation of Timo Werner moments today, and it's like Chelsea really had a gem on their hands or something to that extent. And there's like 6 misses where he should have scored. Oh man,
you gotta love the internet.
Got to.
Instagram wins again, but yeah, man. Alex Iwobi just straight doing Udogi, straight up wrecking his world.
We
You gotta give Fulham credit, man. Anthony Robinson with that cross to Muniz. Ooh.
I was looking at some of his advanced stats this year, and he has been on one.
He's actually had a fantastic season for Fulham, who are quietly banging in goals, climbing the table, outside shot at Europe, beating teams left and right. They beat Arsenal at home. They beat Man U at Old Trafford, smashed up Spurs. Yeah, man, doing the business. Didn't they beat Wolves last week too?
No, Wolves beat
them. Or was it the other way around? It was the other way around.
Wolves beat them.
Little aberration there, but credit Marco Silva. He's got Fulham playing good. And Craven Cottage is tough. No longer, an easy 3 points. Arsenal certainly learned that.
At the Cottage, especially at night. There's
Maybe
just
not
something about that place at night.
Maybe not for Chelsea.
I mean, we did do the double on them this year, so that's baby steps.
Fair enough. I can't talk smack. They took 4 points from us this season. Yeah, 2-2 draw at the Emirates. 93rd minute, Paulinho corner kick. Disgusting. Oof. And then I don't even want to talk about the game at Craven Cottage. So,
yeah.
But nor do Spurs fans.
No, they do not.
At the moment,
start dropping the ball.
It was crazy too because in the game on Sunday in the Premier League, West Ham have drawn Aston Villa. West Ham should have won the game.
Yep.
Goal disallowed.
Tommy Suchek with the handball that actually got called.
Yeah, I mean, you don't expect those to get called against the second goalkeeper.
No.
Referee, he's another goalkeeper. We've registered him as a second goalkeeper. Didn't you get the brown envelope? Come on.
How did Madison miss that?
Yeah, dude. Spurs, big opportunity to lead. They could have leapfrogged. How would you say that in the past tense? They could have gone above Villa in the table.
Easier.
But instead, nope. Villa gain an extra point on you. Well done. Well done, Spurs. You love to see that. I think that Villa are rocking a little bit, man. They got outplayed in this one. I guess you got to give credit to West Ham, of course. After they're on a little bit of a high, having smashed Freiburg 5-0, and then play well against Aston Villa. Oh God, get out of here with that.
Listen, you used that as a justification for Rice the other day.
I said Rice has some European experience. And that he has lifted a European trophy.
Champions of Europe.
Speaking of, their reward for being champions of Europe is to be a part of the fairy tale. To be a part of the Leverkusen fairy tale, because West Ham have to play Bayern. Leverkusen in the Europa League.
That actually should be a really good tie.
It should be fantastic.
You got Mikel Antonio back.
I think he was the difference in the Villa game. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
He got the goal. He got West Ham's goal. Fantastic header off the cross. I like Antonio a lot, and I think he's going to improve them dramatically moving forward.
I'm not looking forward to facing him this week.
No, I'm glad that we we don't have to play West Ham again. To be honest with you, when they got all their players fit and firing.
Yeah, we have another match with them, I think, at the Bridge.
Yeah. Big old news in the Premier League today. Nottingham Forest take a 4-point deduction, which just means that Luton Town will be kicking themselves. 3 weeks running, a chance to climb up the table, because 3 weeks ago, when they drew, Bournemouth lost. Or Bournemouth also drew. And then last week, 3-0 up on Bournemouth. Give the game away. And then this week, they could
gave it away.
They could have gained on Brentford, who were diabolical. They could have leapfrogged Forest by beating them this week. And then they would have been even farther now that Forest have the 4-point deduction. Mm-hmm. Luton Town, man, I love them. I'm a fan. I want them to stay up, but they're slipping. They're letting it kind of slip.
The end of the race is getting to them, man.
But,
I was about to say that this is where those littler sides start to hit that wall.
Yeah, without no Adebayo has been rough.
Yeah.
It's been tough, but they got the equalizer in the very end. Last gasp equalizer. Deserved. I will say that Rob Edwards taking off Matty Doughty in like the 70th minute was a real interesting. No, I think he took him off at halftime, actually. It was a very interesting gamble. And he pushed Tommy Chonger. I call him Tommy Chonger.
Yes.
Old Chong pushed him wide to provide the service. I didn't think it really worked to plan. Forest are a tough team to break down at the best of times, and they made it real tough. They made it really, really tough. But credit Luton for getting the point in the end. Absolutely. Let's see. That leaves just the one game. Brentford, the Bees.
The Bees.
Sergio Reguilon is a disgrace.
Yeah.
You, sir, I don't like you anyway because you're
It's
Spurs.
no coincidence that he's a Spurs player.
You're out here Spursing it up. 3 minutes in. 3 minutes. 3 minutes into the game, bro. And I'm the idiot who had a parlay on Brentford and Tottenham to
Oh
win.
man,
I had Brentford and Tottenham to win.
Well,
like
that
an
went right out
idiot.
the window.
Like an absolute idiot.
What were you thinking?
I wasn't.
Right
That was a rush of blood, an absolute moment of madness on that one.
He Spurs.
was a
He
moment of
Spurs on the
madness.
Spurs.
I Spursed it. I Spursed on the Spurs.
On the Spurs.
That's what I get for betting on Spurs, because not only did the Spurs themselves not bother to show up, but a former Spur who will probably go back to Spurs because he deserves them. 3 minutes into the game, you get beat on the back post, and so you decide to shove my man 3 yards from the goal. Dude. And I knew it too. The first replay, when I saw it in real time, I was like, well, that's a pin. There's no doubt that's a pin. First replay, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was cussing already. You absolute piece of I can't believe it. You've thrown the game away. They threw the game away 3 minutes in. 3 minutes in, bro. How do you take a red card and the pin 3 minutes against Burnley? Come on, man. And then not even 10 minutes later to give the second goal.
Maybe it was arrogance by Brentford.
Yeah. And rightly so, because they were the better team from the second half forward. The whole second half. They were just stay on the field, man.
Well, I mean, it's bad when the highlight video is only 3 minutes long.
Yeah, because all they had to show was the red card, 2 Burnley goals, and 1 Brentford goal. That's all there was to show.
That's it. That's all there was. I didn't get to watch this one, but yeah.
It wasn't a good watch. It was not fun. It was full of frustration. Ivan Toney was kind of in and out of it. It was one of those games where Burnley have the quality when they're only against 10 men.
Mm-hmm.
They can pass the ball around. And when they have a man advantage for 85 minutes, by the end of the game, Brentford were giving it a go for sure, and they were the better team in the end, relative to the fact that they were down to 10. They were trying to score and trying to get the equalizer, but by the end of the game, you're just gassed. Just completely dead. I think Matthias Jensen, I'm not sure if his name is actually Matthias, but Jensen, number 8 in there for Brentford, he looks dead on his feet, man. Just like,
yeah, that's bad.
You know how sometimes when on FIFA when the schedule just F's you up and you've got 3 games in 5 days on FIFA.
Yeah, and then
3 games in 4 days. What you talking about?
Yeah, and then the third game you're playing dudes starting in the red. That's kind of
with 40% stamina.
Yeah, that's where I feel like Brentford are, man. They're like coming out
4 goals before half and sim the rest because
coming out on one leg. Coming out on one leg. One guy's on crutches.
It is Matthias Jensen, by the way.
It is Matthias. Yeah, I think he's been poor for a few games now, and I think the biggest thing for Brentford, no Ethan Pinnock and no Ben Mee is just a nightmare. It's just an absolute nightmare. You're relying on Sergio Reguilon.
Ooh, and Momo made the bench though.
Mbomo got on the field. That was good. That was like the only positive for Brentford was Mbomo returned and got some minutes. Got about 10 minutes at the end. But dude,
they could be a tough out for teams if those 3 get make magic together again.
Absolutely, man.
I do wonder though.
Let me down.
If just Tony is just rusty. Or was last season kind of like the Rashford goal-scoring season?
No, because, he scored a ton of goals. and this is going to sound bad actually, and I might not put as much weight behind this, but he was scoring tons of goals in the championship. Like he on their rise.
Yeah.
And then they've been in the league, 5 seasons now? He's done it pretty consistently, I feel. Right now, yeah, he's looking a little rusty, but I also think he's struggling from a lack of service due to the fact that everyone behind them is struggling.
Yeah. Well, that's where Momo can really help out.
I agree.
So it'll be interesting to see. And yeah, Reguilon, what are you doing, bro? Like,
yeah, it's bad. It's you can tell he's been playing with Romero, bro. That's all.
Absolutely. Dude, the VAR took 5 minutes. It was like a 5.5 minute VAR check. And I'm like, even the commentator was going, "Are you serious? This is as obvious as it gets." I think they were confused because in game it was given as a yellow and a penalty. No, actually, in game he didn't call anything.
He didn't call anything.
He didn't call anything in real time. So he went back and he had to figure out, A, is it a penalty? B, is it a red card?
Mm-hmm.
And so it took him forever to figure it out. It still shouldn't have taken him that long because it was obvious as it could be. I think there was an offside shout in the build-up as well that they had to rule out.
Yeah.
So they checked a bunch of stuff and finally came to the obvious conclusion.
My gosh, did seriously Burnley almost score an own goal?
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't without a keeper trying to save them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Brentford had their chances, and if they would have kept 11 men on the field, they would have won the game for sure. For sure, would have brought it back and won the game. But Spurs spurred them up. Spurs spurred everywhere on Saturday, man.
Yep.
Absolutely Spurs all over
only
everything.
avoid it for so long.
Chickens.
Yeah, man. Ugh. Unbelievable.
Raheem Sterling would make a really good.
That's what I said in the chat.
He really should.
Just straight swap for Tony.
He belongs to United or Tottenham. That's
Just
his bread and butter.
He won't go United because he's played for Man City and Liverpool.
And Liverpool, yeah.
Oh, who cares, bro? There's been worse villains in the league. No one's worried about you anymore. Go to United.
You could get Timo back.
I'd take that, actually. I'd take that.
Sterling for Timo?
No, you know what? You know what? Because Timo, on a breakaway, on a 1-on-1 with the keeper, knows I can pass it right here. And he does.
You could get Richarlison.
I'm okay.
Sir.
I'll keep stir fry. I'll keep stir
Oh!
You get Brendan Johnson.
Almost as bad as Timo.
I'll take.
Oh, that might be even worse.
I'll take Jamie Madison.
Yeah.
That
Which one?
Might be worse.
Which one are you talking about, Patrick?
The sitter in the box where the goalkeeper is nowhere to be found.
Oh yeah, man. Shocking.
That's an absolute sitter.
Shocking miss. Yeah.
You just got to poke a toe.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Some incredible misses in the Premier League.
We are the farmers.
Oh yeah. For sure. We can't even get tap-ins going. But yeah, there are some interesting news from the Arsenal camp. Gabriel Magalhaes has pulled out of Brazil
because he's injured.
Because he
stubbed his toe getting on the plane.
Yeah. I think half of our team didn't go to international duty.
I wouldn't either. It's just friendly.
A bunch of them didn't go, and I'm very happy about that. But I wanted to ask your guys' opinion, and you especially, Xavier, about Ben White saying he did not want to be in contention for the England team. Now, the rumor is he got in a fight with Tom Holland during the World Cup. There's a rumor he was just missing his lady friend during the World Cup.
Sure.
But what I feel has been confirmed, I've heard it from a number of sources, is that Ben White's agent told Southgate he doesn't want to be a part of the team. at least for this round. I think his comments were for this round, so he could possibly still be there for the Euros.
I do not understand why we have this international break. Like, I don't disagree with it. I would not, as a player at this point in the season with everything going on, I would not just go play friendlies. I'm not about to risk my day.
Well, there are no friendlies anymore, right? There are no friendlies anymore. It's all Nations League.
Or yeah, so it's a friend. Come on, it's a friendly.
Yeah, dumb.
Come on, it's a made up tournament, so there's no such thing as friendlies.
Yeah,
it's a irrelevant cup, I should say. I shouldn't say friendly. That I'm not going to go risk my day job for some irrelevant cup. However, this is the other side of it. Like,
isn't this the last one before the Euros, though?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
You need the team solidified.
It's like the last one before the World Cup.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Do you just think he doesn't like Southgate?
100%.
That I think's more.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at it from the right backs pool. Trent Alexander has not been 100% as far as injury. Reece James, there's no telling if he'll be there for the Euros. Kyle Walker, I mean, yeah, he might be recovered from his latest
on current timeline
injury.
He will be there.
He might be recovered from what's going on now, but what's going to happen tomorrow? You never know he might break his toenail tomorrow, Reece James, so you don't
Andy getting off the bus. Just don't take it.
Don't put it out there, okay?
And Kyle Walker has not been the same, Walker from the past couple of seasons. Definitely not as good as he was last season. So who right now, if you had to play tomorrow, who do you think would start? Do you think Ben White deserves the shout is what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. He's been really good for y'all this year.
Why wouldn't? So here's the only one that might give him a run for his money, man. Is Trippier healthy now, or will be healthy?
No, he didn't play.
He
didn't play versus City.
Okay.
Nobody played against City.
Yeah, their whole. Even if he did play, he didn't play it versus City.
True, that's very fair.
That's the only one I would.
That's my thing with Ben White, though, right? If everyone's healthy, he's like sixth.
Right.
As good as he is, I'm a fan, obviously. But if Reece is healthy, it's probably him. If Trent's healthy, it's probably him.
Southgate loves Trent way more than he loves Reece. Even if they're both healthy and at 100, it's always Trent.
Yeah. So if Trent's at 75, he might even.
Yeah. Well,
Southgate is Southgate.
It's Trent playing left mid. It won't be right mid. It won't be Trent playing right back. And Southgate wants that. It fits his system better than Ben White playing an actual defensive right back role.
Are y'all about to play a 5-back wing back style? England?
Oh, God, yes.
I mean, Chile and Trent on the other side. Oh yeah, it's going to happen, man. You already know. It's Bellingham by himself in the middle. Hit it big to Kane and Saka with Rashford on the other side.
It's going to be airy.
Foden?
It's going to be airy. Old Harry Maguire.
It'll be
oh my God, bro. Eric Maguire. It's going to be Eric Maguire and Eric Dyer.
And Rashford is beloved by Southgate, bro. If Rashford's on that squad and healthy, he's playing. Southgate won't not start Marcus Rashford. Loves.
How do you sit Foden?
Ask Southgate. He did it in the World Cup.
Stupid.
Ask him.
Foden might be the player of the season. There's no way
this year.
There's no way you can sit him.
Well, then he plays 4 in the back, and I'm telling you, it's going to be unless Southgate changes his tune, it's going to be Rashford because he did it in the World Cup, and Foden was again leaps and bounds better than Rashford in the current system.
You can fit them both in. Don't be an idiot. You can fit them both. Yes. How hard is it? Rice, Bellingham, Foden, Rashford, Kane, Saka. How hard is that?
That's what I'm saying. And then he's not going to be able to play 5 at the back.
Well, Henderson's going to get in if he's the captain.
How? How do you what? You sack him.
Sack him.
Call up your black van people. Disappear this
He only
man.
works for my Russian ties, man. He don't care about no
I'm telling
England
you,
game.
Southgate is ruining yet another
Oh yeah.
generation
You know he's gonna
of
start,
English
that's all I'm
football.
going to say. You know he's starting Kane. You know Bellingham gets the start. You know Harry Maguire's going to get the start in the middle. You know, you already know what's going to happen, man. You know Ben White's probably going to play on the right. Chilly's going to play on the left.
Let me put this one to you. This is something I was thinking about earlier today.
Palmer got a call up, but he probably will see the field.
No, he
No,
won't see the field.
no. You know how back in the day it used to be a rule that international managers, you couldn't manage an international team unless you were of that nationality.
Yes, right.
First of all, do you think that should be the case nowadays? And secondly, is there a better English manager?
Frank Lampard.
Hmm.
All he's playing is tournaments. Frank
Well,
Lampard.
first of all, do you agree that it's a good idea that English managers should be the England coach?
Yes. I think if the players are held to that standard, the coach should as well. If the players' standard should match the coach standard. I understand dual citizenship. I understand country of where they elect into.
Yeah.
That as long as those standards match, I'm fine with that. Yeah. But yes, I do think the manager of that squad needs to have that nationality or origin of play history or manager history as well.
So you think Lampard is better than Southgate?
I would think Lampard would do better with this team than Southgate. Absolutely.
The thing is, for me,
Lamps
what do you really need to do? What do you really need to do?
Right. Let him go out there and play ball.
Let him go out there and win.
Lamps will play in youth. He'll play the youth of the squad. He knows how to manage tournaments. He knows how to manage group stages. That he did well in. Look at everything he excelled well in. Quit taking the faults of a season which he could not do anything managerial wise and had to run a squad that wasn't his.
Didn't he take charge of the team that got to out of the group stage?
That one, yes, he got Tuchel started for his Champions League.
For the Champions League, yeah.
The knockouts. Frank also led the academy charge and built us back to where we needed to be to financially and stabilize ourselves for the next 3 seasons. Now that's all gone out the window, but Frank set up this squad, his first tenure with us. While Roman was in charge, you're going to get sacked for that performance. Does not matter. It would not matter who you are. We've proven that. With that performance in the league, you're going to get sacked. Take Lampard and let him do that at any other club. He's still there. Most likely still there. Built the academy up, sold the academy, got us through groups, didn't let but 2 goals by him in the tournament. That's all international games are tournaments and group stages. He'll play the youth of the squad. He'll upbring that England squad, which is mostly built of youth players. He knows
that. Just play if you play the right guys in the right spot, you can just pass the ball around. We're better than these guys. Let's dump on them.
Let Kane clean up top. Let Bellingham sweep up whatever comes out the box.
What are the groups? Let me look at these groups.
Bro, I'm telling you.
They got a pretty easy one.
In my opinion, since everyone else is locked into their current clubs, I would want Frank to try to give a crack at the international England job.
He's locked in as
a
manager, isn't he?
He's what?
He's going to be our next women's manager, right?
Is he really?
Replacing Emma?
I thought
dude,
line for that.
Y'all have Serbia, Slovenia, and Denmark. Come on, man. Y'all should slaughter them. You should run that group.
Southgate keeps his job just based on talent alone there.
9 points plus 10 goal difference. You should run over that group. No disrespect to Denmark or Serbia. I know Serbia are a proud footballing nation. Definitely have some good teams over the years. and Slovenia, of course, have given the states a run for the money, but that's not saying much. But still, man, England should walk. But we know they won't. We know, Southgate will make hard work of it. But what do you think, Patrick? Do you think there are any other English managers? Do you agree with the Lampard thing, or?
I think back to what was Frank's downfall at Chelsea, and it was the teams just died. That's the best way to put it.
You're talking about the first time. You're talking about the first time, right?
Yeah, they would press so much and so far up that, by the 75th minute, they were all exhausted. Nobody could do it anymore. And we were losing games late as a result. And then there were games against teams who were just way better than us, and they just passed around it, and everything was good. So I get what he is saying about Lampard in cups. I think that it could work. I think it is a style that you can plug and play as long as you have a talent pool like in England. I honestly think he could work with the U.S. national team too, especially with where they're at in their development with their current generation. Which there's supposedly some American wonder kid that's about to sign with City. I don't know who it is, but supposedly he's going to be the be all end all kind of kid. So. But that said, I think that he would fit with an England, with the United States. You put him on a Brazil. I don't think it's a good fit. I can't think of any English managers.
I've got the top 10. I've got the top 10 ranked. So 442 has ranked the top 10 English managers. Can y'all guess who number 1 is?
Sir Alex Ferguson.
No. Currently managing, who are British, who are English.
Is it
number 1? Yes.
Right?
It's Eddie.
No, it's Eddie. It's Eddie Howe.
Yep.
And this is according to 442, and this and that's take that for what it is. But also, it's not
third.
It's not a encouraging list because Gareth Southgate is number 2.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Yeah. And then Roy Hodgson is number 3.
That man fought in World War II. How is he number 3?
I think that a really good shout, who's number 4, is Rob Edwards at Luton Town.
That would be a good one.
Wow.
Also, another one that catches the eye, Michael Carrick.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done well at Borough.
He's done well at Borough. Maybe not ready for the England job, or maybe he wants to stick to club. But if it were me, I'd be looking for a replacement.
Yeah, dude.
To get old Gareth out of there.
Southgate's been there too long and hasn't done anything. That's my biggest issue with it. He's squandered too many opportunities to give him the mantle again.
Maybe they should just prop Roy up. Just get Roy Hodgson back for his 4th spell or whatever.
Just give him the old FDR. Just
give him a chair.
Roll him out. Yep.
Give him a chair and just let him sit there. And let Kane coach. Let Harry Kane coach the team.
Yep.
Let Kane coach at this point. I'm sure he's got enough ball knowledge at this point to be able to set up something. Look, we're playing with our strongest guys. Let's go blitzkrieg them.
Yep.
That's all it's got to be.
That's all it's got to be.
I can't. Only France. It's only France that should even give you a game.
Maybe. Well, Spain's injured, but maybe Spain.
Spain, yeah.
Well,
But
No.
Germany, yeah. I mean, it's at home. It's at home for Germany, so it'll be.
That's true. It's very
Germany will not be easy to beat, no matter the state of,
there's no
of
Japan,
where they're at
there's
right
no Japan,
now.
There's no Japan to smack them around, so.
And Florian Wirtz is having a fantastic season for Leverkusen, so he'll be in that team.
And you'll have Musiala in
Jamal
Bro,
Musiala,
you'll have all of it. You'll have
Timo,
Kai. You'll have all
King
of them.
Kai,
You'll have
baby.
all of them.
Kai Havertz playing left back.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
Thomas Mueller, the vampire.
Thomas Mueller.
The legacy pick.
Oh
Yo,
my God,
yo,
he's yeah.
Speaking of which, I saw the best. I almost shared it with you, Jake, but I didn't want to get cursed out. It said Thomas Mueller has a chance to knock Arteta out of 2 Champions Leagues. Once when they were playing, and this one now.
Oh my God.
That was the last time.
Wow.
Yo, if my man pulls it off, he'll be the first. It's like one of the first ones ever to do it both ways, to hit it as a player,
To knock out a player and a manager
of the same team
on the same team.
Yep.
Wow.
It's disgusting, man.
Thomas, man, it's a legacy.
Bro, we should smash Bayern.
Tommy
We
T.
should absolutely smash them. But that's for next week's show. That's for a couple shows from now.
Yeah.
But
we got
Germany will
kit
be-
drops today. Did y'all see them?
Germany would be fine. For what?
yeah, I didn't see the kit. I knew it was coming though.
I like the U.S. national team's kit for sure.
Let me look at this.
For sure. I'm leaning towards the blue because I need to update. Even though I really like the white. Like the white is really clean.
Ooh, the white reminds me of 2014.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
I mean the blue. Excuse me, the blue and red. The blue and red kit reminds me of
thinking of the Bomb Pop.
2014. Am I?
Yeah, you're thinking of the Bomb Pop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it 2014 or was it? Yeah, it was 2014. So we didn't go in 18.
Yeah, no, it was. It was definitely 2014.
Yeah, it was 2014.
I remember.
Yeah, I like the Bomb Pop. That was a good one. But the white,
I still love the 2010 jersey with the long white down the thing. I have it. I have a 2010 with my name on the back actually.
Nice.
I missed the Waldo. I wish I had gotten a Waldo one.
Yeah,
like the hoop?
Nah, not really. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Celtic jersey. The Celtic style jersey. That's not really my thing.
But Germany dropped theirs. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it's all Nike teams got them today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because Nike put theirs out. But
England's is on here. Let's see what it looks like. Pretty normal. Oh, the blue.
yeah, let me take a look at the England.
That blue is nice.
It's yeah.
There's too much going on with the Brazil one. I don't like it. I don't like the.
I don't like
the rest of
England's.
the chest.
I don't like England's at all, man. Where's the all
You don't
red?
like the blue?
Bro, who you talking to? Where's the all red at?
Yeah, this is true.
I don't like the collars on the all red.
I never liked collars on jerseys anyway.
Collar jerseys, bro. I won't.
I
do
hate
it.
collar
Won't
jerseys,
do it.
man.
That
I
was
don't
terrible.
like Brazil with the crest in the middle of the chest. That
Nah,
just
you
it
gotta
seems
gotta
weird.
keep it over here.
The French one is I don't like the coloring. Like they've got a blue jersey with their emblem that's like oversized, and then they have the emblem on the shorts, but they're white shorts with a blue top.
Yeah, I mean the blue is very French. The blue white blue is a very French style. That's a very French kit. But anyway, yeah, I think that England should be able to go very far in the tournament. I think France, Spain, maybe Germany might give them a go. But yeah, man, we say it every time. This should be the one. But Gareth Southgate standing strong right in his own way.
I mean,
of course.
that whole last Euros was built for them to win it.
Hey,
Hey, Spursing, bro.
if Harry Kane,
Spurs
on the
Spursing.
squad, here's the thing, man. Harry Kane, I would not call him up. I wouldn't. If he's on the squad, we won't win a trophy.
You heard it here first.
He's cursed. He's cursed, bro.
The curse of Harry Kane.
Man bangs in 32 goals his debut season, and they're not going to win anything.
He'll win a
Broken
little.
record.
He'll win one of these.
Yeah, he will. That's true.
The winner of the Ballon of the Golden Boot rather in Germany gets a cannon
Yeah, that's right.
as a trophy.
That's all he'll
You
win.
know how happy that makes me. You know how happy that makes me. Yeah, I love it so much. Oh my God.
Smile with that, and it's
Put that on your mantle, dude. If I'm Harry Kane, I'm probably getting that and looking at the guy like, really,
Really?
Are you serious now?
and chucking that as far as just breaking that.
Break it.
Oh
no, he pulls a Mao. He gives it to a little kid. Just, here you
yeah,
go.
just walks off and gives
Just
it to
walks
somebody.
off. Here, kid.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I definitely.
Have you looked at any of the matchups this week?
No, I haven't. No. It's all friendly. I mean, I guess CONCACAF Nations League.
Yeah, we have Jamaica.
I'm so disillusioned with Triple G and Team USA that I'm not sure I'm gonna pay much attention to it until he's sacked. I hope we get absolutely destroyed in the Copa America, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking. I want an embarrassment so that they fire him game one. I want a 9-0 game one. Get him going, and we move, and we just move on because I cannot take our program seriously.
With him at the helm.
I just can't. I can't take it seriously.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's the same thing if I was an England fan. I'm like, I can't take Southgate seriously.
Yeah. Just to kind of give you a rundown, this is on Thursday. I think this is Thursday. Yeah. Thursday, USA, Jamaica in Arlington, followed by Panama, Mexico. And then we've got some European Championship qualifying still.
No, I'm definitely watching those. Those are the qualifiers to get in.
Yeah, Georgia, Luxembourg, Bosnia-Herzegovina, and Ukraine.
Those should definitely be fun.
Greece, Kazakhstan, Israel, Iceland, Poland, Estonia, and Wales, Finland.
I'm definitely watching those. Cheering Wales, cheering on Wales, and Iceland.
Iceland,
Iceland.
always.
Yeah.
And then you also have World Cup qualifying in the Asian Federation.
Okay.
Let's see
I might
if there's
skip that
one that sticks out here.
I skipped
You
that.
what?
I said I might skip those.
I'd skip those.
No, but I'm definitely tuning into the qualification games for the Euros.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'll have an eye on that for sure.
Nothing
but other
really
than that,
sticks out. Australia, Lebanon, Pakistan, Jordan might be a decent one.
Maybe.
Yeah,
there's not much going on, man.
Yeah.
Not really much going on this week. It's definitely the international break. So yeah, we'll be back. I'm not sure if it will be this Thursday, as there's not much going on. We will discuss, of course, and and we'll figure that out. But yeah, as far as tonight goes, definitely a lot of fun action in the FA Cup, a lot of action in the Premier League, and we're here for all of it. But I feel like it's going to be a long 2 weeks. Long 2 weeks, especially since that whole time I'm getting to think about Manchester City. I hope the boys have gone to Dubai. They're back from their respective breaks. We go to Dubai and rest up because we're going to need it.
Salt Bay again. Like, is that the magic?
They should go do exactly everything they did last time. We're undefeated, bar the Porto game since that. Since the steak feeding incident. Yes, but if you were as excited about Salt Bay feeding Mikel Arteta more steak, go ahead and get the likes up on the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We appreciate you being here. We're on our way to 200 subscribers, of course, then to 500 and that magic 1,000. And if you're enjoying all the content, go ahead and get that little notification bell on as well. Once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and you will see us next time.